Inside the penumbra can, covered in a layer of dust, are stories buried in the depths of time. So this is a unique one where for some reason it's an anecdote not about a person, but a place. Every other one has been about one person or another. So this is the first time they're actually like doing it about place here. Oh perfect, I have five of these. Shoot, I forgot to claim one before. Oh well. It is what it is. So it's called The Winds of Juhalerat. Oh, I don't think they're gonna say it out loud, so I don't know how that's pronounced. Part 1. Sorry, not yet. Part 1. Arriving in Juhalerat. A bullet, the smell of gunpowder, and a dreadful journey. Known members of Zeno are Lilia, Leilani, and Eagle. Heavy footsteps echo down the hall. A shackled man is escorted into a room, where he sits onto the stool behind him. The interrogator searchers and a guard with his blindfold. A sudden brightness sits into the man, forcing him to drop his head to shield his eyes from the harsh glare. Private Alexei Fyodorovich Rylev. Age 24.
Hmm.
Born in Ryashki. Ah, so you are a son of the North. A former law student at the Second Northern University, enlisted after earning his degree in 1982. 4 months later, transferred to Zeno Arms Academy for further training, and applied for the Juhelerat War Front upon graduation. Served in the 756th Special Task Force of the 15th Battalion, stationed in Juhalerat by the Zeno Arms Academy.
Uh,
Rank Private, First Class. Length of service 3 months. A tedious formality that outlines the life of the person under scrutiny. Alexei nods to each statement in silence. Next comes his crime. You are charged with shooting a comrade in arms. You voluntarily confessed to the crime, and Lieutenant Beratot, the commander of the task force, proceeded to file the charges.
yes.
I killed the comrade. He says nothing more. But what is the context? I never intended to report this, but Alexei insisted I do it. He came into my office with the written reports and respectfully placed in front of me. All you have to do is sign and report it, sir. Sorry. All you have to do is sign and report it, sir. It was as if he were my superior, giving me a direct order. But the man's integrity was unwavering, almost to a fault. I struggled to come up with a good reason to deny his request.
That's him, all right. He's the kind of guy who believes in taking responsibility for your actions and facing the consequences.
Wait, Lily is a child in this? Oh, okay. That changes things a little bit. So does this take place before or after the main story of Yashki? Because that would mean Windsong would have joined much earlier than the events of chapter 1 of the main story. The man is observed with justice. Ah, the man is obsessed with justice, like a bull fixated on the red cloth in front of him. The may have seemed determined and honorable, but he tends to be weakened and exhausted by the banderillas. The two witnesses look into the interrogation room through the window. Alexei does not move his lips, answering only with nods while the two wait outside for their summons.
Now?
It is almost our turn. You know, you and I are lucky to even be standing here today.
I know. Death and sacrifice are the way things usually go.
After an impatient wait, they both look back at the room.
How much longer until I can go in? Can these inefficient slowpokes hurry it up? I will not stand around like an idiot again, like when I first arrived in Juhelerat.
Hold on.
Calm down, soldier. Someone will call for you when it's your turn. This is how it is in a war zone. Nothing ever runs smoothly, and there is never enough of anything. You are not at the academy anymore. We've lost a great deal to the storm. The man stops, not wanting to complete the thought. The Zeno Arms Academy in its current state resembles a bombed-out building, barely recognizable in its own rubble. It's as if even the slightest rain could wash it all away.
Now?
We are facing shortages on all fronts. People, supplies, shelter. Things may seem bleak, but it is in these challenging times that our royalty truly shines. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and it's why we find ourselves here, getting our hands dirty in the middle of this war zone.
Mm-hmm.
Many clients entice us with offers that are too good to refuse. Money, weapons, a place to stay, and most importantly, information. And all we have to do is give in return are the soldiers' currencies that will lose anyway in the next reversal. The girl looks at the figure through the glass.
And the battlefield sharpens these currencies faster than any training ground.
Solemnly, the officer pats the girl on the shoulder. Yes, comrades, everyone dies. They just don't know when.
Is Alexei going to die?
No way.
To the death penalty? No, little Falcon. It is not that serious of a matter. He will likely spend 3 years in prison, have his sentence reduced, and eventually be pardoned.
No matter what.
In any case, there are plenty of ways for him to get out early. We are short-handed right now, and we're not going to let young blood waste away in prison like this. And I have a feeling that the Admiral will be interested in overseeing this case. So, don't you worry. He'll... A clerk emerges from a room down the hall and signals to Lilia.
Well...
It looks like you are up first, little Falcon. Go on. Remember what I told you. Be completely open with them. Tell the truth, for their own good, and for Alexei's and mine.
And here I thought it's gonna get the whole hood and cuffs treatments, kick into the room by steel-toed boots.
You want that kind of treatment? Easy. Just blow my brains out in front of the guards right now. Waving her hand, Lilia enters the room, not looking back.
Ha! We're better off staying alive, you and I. Later, Beltots.
She pulls out a chair. She pulls out a chair, hops onto and crosses her legs, swinging her feet on the table.
What if... Nice. Here's the case. Now, I must.
Oh, gosh dang it. I wonder how long I was muted for. Okay. Future me, you're gonna have to do some ADR. So, good luck with that. So now, it's my editor's problem, and my editor is me. So, I'll just have to think about that when it comes up. When they found that they held the remains of the previous group rookies, even more chickened out. In the end, I was the only one who flew to Juhelerat, carrying the experimental equipment that the others were supposed to handle. I guess the instructor wanted me to use. Bleh. I guess they wanted to use me to test their new toys out in the field. Those fist-sized boom bombs, packed with volatile F-18, could turn a giant boulder into a pile of confetti. It was probably because I can fly that they dared toss me those things. And then there was a tiny radar, modified from Type 76 experimental bug, which picked up preset channels. It was Zeno's latest masterpiece. I was excited at first, thinking I was going to do something big there. Maybe snag a few shiny metal shots to the wimps back at the academy. You know, because only the toughest soldiers are to be sent to the front lines. Juhalerat was a dump of a city. I got off the plane and then onto a truck. Ooh, interesting. They're using the one of the backgrounds from the Journey to Morpah. I thought it'd be all dirt and grime, like the mud caked on their tires. Turned out, there were more trees than I thought. The mountains outside the city shone with a pale white glow, like shrapnel glinting in the sun. The mighty Hindu Kush, where even eagles dare not fly, so explained the instructor before we left. I still remember the silence in the truck, everyone keeping their mouths shut. I figured it was because of the dust on the roads. Soon enough, the truck stopped, driver cursing and honking at us to get off. There we stood, like a bunch of imbeciles, dazed and confused under the scorching sun of Juhalerat. Seriously, is no one coming to pick us up? Did they just throw us out the truck and leave us here? Hello? Comrade, shouldn't somebody be coming to take us to the base? Hey comrades, you know the way. Here, the way to here. I shouted at a few people and showed them the map in my pockets, but nobody seemed to care. They looked at me as if I saw a rabbit, but when's the last time you saw a rabbit with talons of a hawk? Well, I guess our local comrades must have been busy. How could they spare someone to pick up when they were at war? Or maybe they just forgot about us. Anyway, I kept waiting and waiting for the longest time. For 10 freaking minutes. When the blistering sun finally got to me, I decided I wasn't going to stand around like an idiot any longer. Alright, guess every part ways, comrades. Good luck. To Carousel, or something like that. I don't know what that is. I had a letter and a map in my pockets, though also my leaky bottle. But that was okay. They were still readable. I followed the map aimlessly around the city, feeling like I was going in circles. Until a kind local recognized my uniform and stopped me in the street. Ah, you are from Zeno, yes? Welcome, friends. Are you going to the base? If it's not far ahead, just go straight for 120 steps. Turn into the alley with the red wall, and continue for another 210 steps. Then, turn right, and come to an intersection with two sacred pigs. Turn right again, and you'll find Farouk's tea shop. Go down the steps next to the shop, then turn left and walk 3 steps. He is like a 2-sec tour guide. Give me all details. Actually helpful. Thanks.
Wow.
Be careful in the narrow alley and don't trip over the melons on the ground stock, or you'll be an easy target for the old man who had swindled you of everything you have. When you smell fried chickpeas, follow the aroma. Oh, and maybe buy some while you're there. Help out their business? They aren't tasty. And finally, when you see a couple of guys crouching by a courtyard wall, that is the base. But it is nothing like that on the map.
Dear?
Ah, Juhelerat changes every day, my friend. It is better to trust me than to trust your map. I will believe him. So, I took a leap of faith. I trusted the guy. I would too. Locals know better for sure. Truth be told, the place was pretty shabby. There were houses taken over from civilians mostly. A perimeter wall, 2 courtyards, a few rows of converted barracks, and one office. Several men squat outside the wall. Oh, hang on. Several men squat outside the wall, killing time and eyeing me as I walked in. The guard on duty was dozing off in the shades, a rifle on his lap. Ah, good morning, Koala. Sorry. I was in voice acting mode. Good morning, Koala. Welcome in. We're doing voice acting things now. So, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Folks, please do check out the wonderful Damon Koala, future Art and Genshin streamer. And give them a follow so you don't miss their first stream. The sexy hello. It was a poorly done Russian accent. Because right now we are playing as a Russian character, and that is her accent. Actually, a lot of the story so far has been like um, doing that Russian accent because so many characters, so much of the setting is set on Russia, and I'm gonna get a little bit confused here because I'm also doing the Indian accent for the local because this setting is Russian people in India, so it's gonna be weird switching back and forth. Do forgive me for butchering both accents. Anyone who's native to either of those countries. Wait up. You're on watch. I nudged the slacker with my boots. He gave me a stink eye in return and went right back to sleep.
Hmm.
Don't start any trouble, little girl. Go play somewhere else. It is. It is two very different accents. I'm here for Bertholt's. Hearing Bertholt's name, he squinted and stretched out a finger, pointing into the courtyard.
Oh.
There, has on the left. He's in there. Go ahead. But before I could find Bertholt's, he found me first. A uniformed gentleman emerged from the house and catches sight of the young recruit. Only one. All the others ran away after seeing the coffins. The unfamiliar recruit runs up to the officer, handing over a letter. The piece of yellow paper is now dried out by the heat of Juhalerat's sun.
Hmm?
You new here?
Hmm.
Zeno Air Force Reserve Cadets. Good. A little falcon chick. Think you can fly over to Hindu Kush? We have had many great pilots take on the mountains, but not all have made it back. Be very careful. The mountain folk here have been hunting fierce beasts and birds for thousands of years, including eagles and falcons alike. Compared to the careless, unreliable nature of this place, Bertol seemed to be the most dependable soldier around. It's too bad you came at a bad time. I'm about to go on a mission. No time to take you under my wing, I'm afraid.
Listen.
No one can guarantee their own safe return from the next mission, Rookie. You should prepare yourself for any outcome. The girl's interest ignites. A mission? Then, I've come at the right time. Sir, I'm here to fight, so take me with you.
What?
You want to come along? Why else would I be here? To kick rocks, shoot targets, and shuffle files all day? For the menial tasks, you can leave them to the others. Just holler at the gate and you'll have more help than you know what to do with.
Okay.
You want to come? Come. By the way, tell me, little falcon, what does loyalty mean to you? Not afraid of dying for a cause? Right you are. But on the battlefield, loyalty is much more complicated than that. As for the sacrifice, sacrifice is loyalty, and loyalty is sacrifice. Let's go with that. Come, little friend. I have gathered everyone. Let's go meet them. But as the soldiers are waiting in another part of the courtyard, Berthold walks up to them with Delia. Starts a head count, only to find that one person is missing. Where is Hassan? He said he was heading out to buy tea half an hour ago.
Shoot.
Did he seriously expect us to follow his frequent tea breaks that waste our time? Just the words leave his mouth, a robed man hurries over from the opposite side of the courtyard. Robed? I'm here, boss. Hassan is here. The tardy soldier, Hassan, turned out to be the same guy who showed me the way to the base.
Hey!
It was your turn to stand guard today, Comrade Hassan. Huh? Me? Ah, yes. It was my turn, but Abu said he'd cover for me. And isn't he doing a wonderful job standing guard over there? No need to worry, Brother Alexei. When it's your turn, it's your turn. Those are the rules.
Enough!
Enough. Time is ticking, Alexei. Get the first aid kit ready. The rest of you, grab your gear. The truck will be here in 5 minutes. Time had its own rhythm in Juhelerat. Waiting for 5 minutes there was more like waiting for 15. 15 minutes minimum. Oh,
May I ask?
and what should I do, boss?
Get acquainted with our new friends and keep her safe until the mission is over. Scram, I don't need no babysitter.
What?
Wow, boss. Look at her. She's a physical thing, huh? When my sister was her age, she didn't even dare talk to people while herding sheep up in the mountains. Show a little more respect for a comrade, Hassan.
Hi.
Hey there. What is your name? Her name is Lilia. She's from the academy, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic news. I actually graduated from here. Blah 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 blah. That's fantastic news. I actually just graduated from there. Did you apply for the base yourself? Kind of. I beat out of people, so let me come here.
Which means...
I'm not sure what that means. Can't imagine what you've gone through to get here, but you must have some serious skills.
Oh.
Oh, he's a tough cookie. Alexei, that's what they say nowadays. The robe man seems quite friendly to Alexei, or perhaps he's just friendly to everyone. Some say that Brother Alexei looks scary, but... Sorry, wrong accent. See? Already messing up. Some say that Brother Alexei looks scary, but don't worry. He's actually a good man. He hands out candy and plays ball with the kids, smiles at everyone, speaks kindly, and even pays the locals a fair price with real money. Outsiders have done too many terrible things in this place. The people resent us.
It's ridiculous.
Should not be like this. Should not be. We're supposed to be here to help them defend their homes, to help them build their city. War makes good men better, and bad men worse. Some are comrades. I'm ashamed to call them comrades. Downright criminals. It has always been like that. War. Always like that.
That's too far.
Those thugs all deserve to be shot. After a brief spat, Alexei turns his attention back to Lilia with a warm and attentive gaze.
Now?
I may have said too much. Let's save the rest for later, young comrades. When we're on the road and get to know each other better. I'll see you soon. If he had lived 500 years ago, he would have been the most devout ascetic of his time. Don't you agree, friends? He totally would have. Alexei hurries to the house while the others keep busy at camp, waiting for the borrowed truck from their allies. The commander pulls the eager little falcon aside for a private word. What is the plan, sir?
Listen.
Lillian, let us talk about courage. It is a great virtue, and I have no doubt about your own courage. But there is a need for you to quench the fire within your own blood. Speak plainly, sir. Bertolt pauses, gathering his thoughts before speaking carefully. I appreciate your enthusiasm to join us in this mission, but as young blood with so much potential, you and Alexei are the true future of Zeno,
But...
and we must preserve those sparks. A wise warrior knows when to attack, just to know when to decisively retreat. The commander's words are tactful, but a hint of underestimation infuriates the battle-hungry youth. What? Do you want me to punk out? No way. I am not chicken. I'm tough as nails, just like you guys. He does not need anyone's protection. Never has, never will.
No.
Chicken? That's not the right word, little falcon. I trust your tactical acumen and your willing sacrifice for the cause, but I don't want you to be the one to bear that burden. If things go south, take your broom and fly away as fast as you can. My people will cover you. Don't throw your life away here. You have to survive. Your people. Sir, I am one of you.
Okay.
Alright. Your comrades will cover you. But when I give the order to retreat, obey my command, Comrade Vilka. Bertolt left no room to argue. He was my commander, and I was his soldier. I had to comply. But I still felt he underestimated me. The truck finally pulls up and the team assembles. Before they leave, Bertolt outlines the mission.
Here's the case.
We are on our way to save a team of comrades. They have been trapped in the mountains by unfriendly, armed forces stirring up trouble. Retrieve our people and the documents they've recovered, and eliminate all obstacles in your way. You know what must be done.
Nice.
That is all, comrades. Get on the truck and head out. Best of luck to us all. But Bertolt lied. It's more complicated mission. Stop. What do you mean by Bertolt lied? While our objectives were the search and rescue and recovery, he lied to the soldiers. The interrogator nods and turns to signal the clerk. So, who or what were you actually trying to save? Important arcanist or something else? Documents lost during the war. Anyway, that's what Bertolt told me after. They were his real objective. And those unlucky comrades were just regrettable, necessary losses. Huh, that's interesting. Part 3. The Talking Mountain. In this place, the mountains have a voice that is beyond the power of words. To save our comrades stranded in the mountain, we left the city by truck. A road was built at the city, with our outposts and supply stations scattered along its routes. The locals often came down from the mountains to trade with our people, exchanging pretty stones for clothes, wool, and kisses for paper clips, or old shoes, things that aren't worth much.
Calm down.
Speak slowly. Take your time. As our truck left the city, we passed a demolished tank by the side of the roads. Not long after, the driver said they were running low on fuel. Lucky for us, a gas station not far, guarded by troops like all the others. We hopped out and watched the truck slowly make its way over. Everyone was relaxed and having a good time, chatting and laughing by the roadside, waiting for the truck to fill and roll back up. Why did we all have to get off the truck?
Because?
Because when the truck blows up, it's safer out here than it is in there. When?
Hmm.
To our foes hiding in the mountains, destroying a vehicle can be more valuable than taking lives.
Hey!
Don't scare the rookie boss. It's a beautiful day, sunny and bright. Nothing bad is gonna happen. It does feel good to stand here and soak up the sun. You might even grow a little taller. Last month, our allies cleared out the nearby villages because they were supporting our enemies. So, you don't need to worry about, comrades. Relax and enjoy the sunshine. We have been blessed with a peaceful day, haven't we, Brother Alexei? This is all thanks to your good fortune. Stay alert, comrades. Keep your eyes on the mountains. Among us, Alexei was always the most on edge, while Hassan was the most relaxed. They didn't care whether I was a human or an arcanist. They only asked what unit I was in and where I served. But not one of the unit class I read 38. Hello? A broom of matchboxing over here, the ultimate rides? They weren't even the least bit curious about that? Imagine if they saw Xeno's arsenal with flying carpets that breathe fire and ropes that seek out enemies. Their jaws hit the sand. But none of that stuff is as good as my trusty broom. Before joining Zeno, I was begging on the streets of Juhelerat. Each day was either feast or famine. I rolled the dice. That was just how life was.
Hmm.
But then one day, they came out to me and said, "Hey kids, you want to join the army? We'll feed you 3 meals a day." So, I signed up. Chatty Hassan, always so talkative.
Mm-hmm.
Loyalty is easily bought over here. All it was one pair of boots, 2 bowls of pilaf, and 3 square meals a day. After that, people from Zeno taught me to read and write, and told me all kinds of old stories.
But
You know, just a friendly advice. Be careful, it's okay to give gifts to the locals, but make sure you never take anything they give you. If you're lucky, it's poison. If not, it's a bomb. Music box and dolls might just blow up in your hand. Did I scare you? No need to be afraid. Ha! Welcome to Juhalerat, Comrade Lilia. May you live 100 years. I've heard all that before. Who do you think you're trying to spook?
yes.
Yes, yes. You are a brave one. You are. By the way, where did you serve before?
Oh.
She's like me, a student from Zeno. Air Force Reserves.
Wow.
A fledgling falcon, ready to spread her wings. Did you fly here on this broomstick? Hassan pressed my Red 38, gently patting its metallic casing.
That's awesome.
This thing, you sit on it, and it really flies. It's the coolest thing ever, friend. Want me to show you? The curious crowd gathered around me, like spectators waiting for a show. The clear skies, mountain roads, and the valleys between the peaks were like a perfect runway. Oh, sorry. It's your narrative
Nice.
voice. The curious crowd gathered around me, like spectators waiting for a show. The clear skies, mountain roads, and the valleys between the peaks were like a perfect runway. It's kind of weird not having a narrator, or the narrator being an actual person, and not just like a faceless entity. I can dig it. Go on, see if you really have the eyes of a hawk. Scout the mountains. We're counting on you. Roger that, Commander. Everyone cleared the path. Everyone cleared the path with me, and then a magnificent Red 38 and I took to the skies. I heard cheers as I lifted off, or maybe they were gas. Nothing bad about mountains. There was nothing but mountains and trees out there, but it wasn't as barren as I thought. In the distance, a light was reflecting from the forest. The shepherd and villagers in the mountains seemed to have noticed me and looked my way from afar. I waved, but I doubt they saw that. After circling the mountains, I returned to the ground to save fuel. Ah, can you take a sun flying too? I've always wanted to see the sky. Hassan, man, you'd probably pee your pants.
Hey!
What are you talking about? Hassan is braver than a lion. What's this little flight to me? The last that I found by my hand are more numerous than the sheep you've eaten for dinner.
It's ridiculous.
That is not something to brag about, Comrade Hassan. You know, after the war, you can fly back to Zeno Arms Academy with us on a special plane.
Of course.
Yes, of course I will. That's what you promised, right, boss? Bertolt smiled and nodded, then checked his watch again. He seemed uneasy.
Sit next to me on the plane. I'll have a butt bag and stale crackers ready for your somersaulting stomach. I think she'll be fine. She's just flew room. Laughter up from the crowd. Hassan grinned too, showing his yellow teeth and cackling so hard that even Bertolt cracked a smile. Nope, hang on. I keep doing the wrong voice. Laughter erupted from the crowds. Hassan grinned too, showing his yellow teeth and cackling so hard that even Bertolt cracked a smile. Outside Juhalerat, the sun shone brightly as eagles cut across the sky. Despite TCG, indeed, Koala, we are also playing TCG at the same time. The truck was parked at the gas station, with a few people going about their business. It seemed like an easy job. We are really lucky this time. All thanks to Comrade, the goddess of luck. No mines or bombs and no... He spoke too soon. A massive explosion erupts ahead, followed by two more in quick succession. Hassan, you jinxed it! Ah, man. Ugh, that's the pit 8... That's the pit 8A84. I don't recognize Hassan anywhere. One rocket, 3 blasts.
Everyone!
It's time for action, comrades. The shock from the explosion of the truck and gas station left my ears ringing. I couldn't hear a thing. But our comrades were quick to react. Hassan and 2 others already had found cover and started shooting up the hill. Alexei helped up a comrade who knocked down by the blast, but thankfully they were a safe distance away. All in all, it was a truck and a driver. Nothing else. But now we were caught with our pants down, and bullets started flying.
Shoot!
Ugh. They just had to go and jinx us. How did they get their hands on those things?
I don't know.
By the humps of stubborn camel. How should I know? See the guy up there. Shoot back, boys. Open your eyes and aim, you sightless donkeys. We returned fire, but we were too far apart with each other. Despite the fierce exchange, none of us were injured the slightest. Oh, the background's burning. About the pit 8A84 is an 8th generation portable rocket launcher, developed by the Zeno Arms Academy and issued in the fall of '84. Believe me, those are the most intelligent rockets you'll ever see. Amidst deafening roars of wind and screeching, these explosives never fail to find their target. I played with these back at the academy. Powerful stuff, but luckily they are one-offs, and each one is a pain to cultivate. But seriously, did the academy get their hands on these things?
Which means...
So, are you saying that Zeno's arcanum weapons have fallen into enemy hands? Good question. I wonder what really happened, comrades.
Nice.
We'll make a note of that. There was more. They all had Xeno uniforms as well. We recently shipped a new batch of uniforms to the front lines, as recorded by the Physics Department. Some units have temporarily recruited local personnel to join their auxiliary forces. They needed Xeno's uniforms. A new batch of uniforms? No, that doesn't make sense. Hassan was still wearing his own clothes, and so were a bunch of other comrades. Hearing this, the interrogator turns to the clerk, who nods understanding. Deserters? Or another team ordered to stop them? They retreated, and the shooting stopped.
Everyone!
Is anyone hurt? Boss, all the radio equipment were on the truck, but now they are gone. The officer grimaces as he watches the smoke disperse. The truck and surrounding buildings continue to burn uncontrollably in distance. The explosion is far from us, sir. The driver and the comrades at the gas station are gone, but our people here are unharmed. Soldiers regroup. The most unfortunate among them sporting only a scratch on his arm. The good news is, We survived unscathed. The bad news is, we've now lost contact with the trap party. Bertolt forgot that he still had me. Was it this signal on the military channel?
Yes.
Yes, unencrypted one. Do you have a plan, little falcon chick? Oh, the experimental navigation radar. I, I1. Oh no, that's a Russian letter. The navigation radar. I'll just say AB 1182. A new gadget devised by Zeno's arcanist. Let's give it a try. It should be able to pick up a signal. The creatures in the radar are highly trained. Certain frequencies can activate their dormant minds, prompting them to react accordingly. Let me see that. The soldiers began to murmur at the mention of Arcanus.
Hmm?
There it is. But what happened? Why has the signal stopped in place? It might be unstable. It's still a prototype after all. Well, it's better than nothing.
Thank you.
We are fortunate to have you here, Comrade Ilya.
But
But we no longer have a vehicle. March. If you don't know have wheels, use your legs. Sorry. I tried again. If you don't have wheels, use your legs. Are you scared, Brother Alexei? Our people have been traversing these mountains for thousands of years.
I believe
He's right. Let's go. We'll follow where this thing goes. So, off we went, toward the billowing smoke of the gas station. Wow, what a first mission. The atmosphere had changed. There were no more jokes or laughter, just pairs of watchful soldiers, their eyes fixed on the hills. There is trees on that hill there. Maybe people there too. I wasn't wrong, comrades. We really are lucky to. Sorry. I wasn't wrong, comrades. We really are lucky to be alive. Let me give you some advice. I know it's going to sound morbid, but you had best keep a bullet for yourself, little comrade. I'd rather jam my last bullet up an enemy's nostril. But seriously, don't get caught alive, or you'll wish you had died. Bullets are merciful things. A bang, and you're gone. No pain at all. I've seen way too many soldiers in the infirmary, wailing in pain. I remember the missing limbs. Such a pitiful sight. Lying in bed, calling out names, crying for their mothers. I noticed a glimmer of tears in his eyes, but he quickly composed himself and burst into mischievous laughter. These fiends torture their captives with blades coated in poison. I hear they have skilled arcanists who use cruel arts to leave their victims unable to live. Oh. Okay, that again. Those fiends torture their captives with blades coated in poison. I hear they have skilled arcanists who use cruel arts to leave their victims unable to live or die. For us here, blood is thicker than water. If someone hurts your family, you have to seek vengeance at any cost.
Oh,
Are you afraid yet? Even the city isn't safe. Just remember, my young friend, never take anything from someone you don't know. Even a lighter. Press it, and boom! Blow you to bits. Get lost with your scare tactics. You've already told me that.
mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, your choice. The old soldier shrugs and pulls a handful of roasted beans from his pocket.
Look at this.
Want some? They may be cold, but they're still good. My wife fried them with salt. They're tasty. I remember this. So there we were, a group of survivors, nibbling on chickpeas as we continued on our way. Just a few beans is enough. And not too many, I'll be too like a tuba. As we passed the remains of the gas station, we all instantly covered our face from the thick. As we passed the remains of the gas station, we all instinctively covered our face from the thick, black smoke. We did not have the time to mourn.
Shh.
Maybe there are still
No way.
impossible. Absolutely impossible. Nothing could have survived an explosion. You would have to be some kind of monster. But Alexei did find the survivor. Though she wasn't one of ours.
Hey!
Look over there. I think I see someone.
Stop there!
Alexei! Alexei sprints ahead, too fast to be stopped. Berto quickly signals to follow. Are you alright, miss? The woman lies on the ground, eyes under terror. Her calf is cut by broken stones, bleeding profusely. She looks like a frightened lamb, with a flock of unfortunate real lambs lying next to her, none spared by the explosion.
Calm down.
You're hurt. Stay calm. I'll take care of it. Alexei crouches down, takes out a first aid kit, and carefully tends to the woman's wounds. The disinfectant will sting a bit, but don't worry. I'll stop the bleeding first. Your injury is manageable. I practiced at the academy before. I think I see blood. Alexei kneels beside her, gently cleansing the wound using various cotton swabs to apply medicine before carefully wrapping it in bandage. As he caught up with Alexei and across the scene, the woman became even more frightened at the sight of armed soldiers.
Listen.
She's from the hills. She's from the hills. When Hassan sees the woman in local dress, he unslings his rifle, loads it, and points it at her.
Don't do this.
Dang. What are you even doing? She doesn't have a gun, and she's hurt. Alexei jumps up and stands in front of the gun, using his own body to shield the frightened woman behind him.
It's dangerous.
She comes from the hills, brother. She comes from the hills, brother. There is a good chance she's a spy for them. Hassan, please. He's a simple herder caught up in this terrible war. He's injured and defenseless.
Oh dear.
Are you out of your mind? Think, brother Alexei. Whatever is in your box is all that we have left. The explosion had taken their truck, driver, radio equipment, and all their first aid supplies. Listen to yourself. Are you telling me to leave her here to die? Just walk past a wounded lady on the roadside like she isn't even there. She could just be a herder passing through the trades, and now her sheep are gone. All thanks to that dang explosion. There are herbs in the hills that can stop bleeding. And my ancestors have been using them for centuries. She's a hill person. She can take care of herself. Do you really think she can survive the hills with that injured leg?
Shoot.
Shoot! Why do you have to do this? Shoot! Why do you have to be so crazy do-gooder, Alexei? They were at each other's throats, but I didn't think Alexei was wrong at the time. It's so weird. Hassan is the one who's like advocating to treat her as an enemy, while Alexei, the soldier from somewhere else, is the one who's empathetic. I was not expecting that. I did see this part in MJ's stream, so I know a little bit of context, but I didn't realize like that the roles were actually reversed. Bertolt stepped in to break it up.
Enough.
That's enough. I believe this lady can find her own way home now. We have other matters to attend to. Time is ticking, comrades. Our fellow soldiers in the cave are still waiting for us. I'm not sure if we should leave a loose end like this, boss. What if one of her family members is an enemy of ours? Did you just say loose ends? It'll have to be on my dead body, Hassan. It's enough. Put away your gun, Hassan. And Alexei, step away from her. Pack up the kit and the medicine.
Friends.
He's a victim, just like us. Nearly killed in the attack. Let's leave it at that.
Huh.
I can only hope you're right. Hassan sighs and flings his rifle back over his shoulder. If we were in the time of Nadir Shah, our brother Alexei would have been a great knight. Hang on, try it again. If we were in the time of Nadir Shah, our brother Alexei would have been a great knight. Now, your kindness just might get us killed, Alexei. And your lack of empathy is killing Zeno and his future here, Hassan. After that, we continued on our way. Alexei followed closely behind Hassan, glancing back every few steps until the woman limped out of sight into the mountains. Only then they seemed to relax. Our Alexei is a good man, maybe even better than some of the other good men I know. Hassan, on the other hand, was reliable and experienced. I couldn't help but wonder what he had been through. Whew, heavy stuff, heavy stuff. Reverse is not shy about writing darker stories and really embracing tragedy. So I think the implication here is that Hassan was the one who was shot and killed, and it was Alexei who pulled the trigger. But I also think that based on foreshadowing here, Hassan mentioned save a bullet for yourself. So I think what's gonna happen is that Hassan is gonna get seriously injured, and Hassan will be out of bullets. So he'll ask Alexei to like finish the job, so that he won't. As like they're running away, Hassan won't get captured alive. I think that's gonna happen. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, that's the end of my TCG play here. I've now finished all four, but and this is important. Um, we're not done with our stuff here in reverse yet, so I'm not gonna switch to the main screen. Instead, we're gonna switch to a different screen, and we'll come back to the PS4 Genshin later. Wrong one. This should be in the PS4. What? Sure. Good idea. Game and watch. Game capture. And we'll keep reverse there. And I'll open another game of Genshin here. I said a lot of talking. This is true. It's been 5 hours. Look at the time. But you look at the time. It's also a visual novel, so when the visual novel is not voice acted, and I do the voice acting. There's gonna be a lot of words. But you're right. It's important I look after my vocal cords. So drinking water is a good idea. Thank you, Walla. Thank you for reminding me. That is back. Mr. Jones and me tell each other fairy tales, and we Stare at the beautiful women. She's looking at you. I don't think so. She's looking at me. Staring at the bright lights. Playing on that great guitar. When everybody loves you. Hmm. It's about as happy as you can be. Mr. Jones and me. We wanna be big stars. Okay, Hanson, I'm gonna leave you on my lap. Okay, you wanna stay on my lap? I'm gonna go down. Alright, stay on my lap it is. Up, 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 up. Careful. Careful. Oh, no, it's going down. Okay, okay, going down. Going down. He got spooked. Part 4. The Distrusted. His distrust of everything is precisely what makes him trustworthy. Bertzel's age. Shall we skip the formalities and get started, comrades? Let's not waste each other's time. The officer interrupts with soldier-like efficiency. The interrogator's face sours. He does not enjoy the disruption of his tiny sense of authority.
So,
How is our soldier faring in captivity? Can you give me a glimpse of the outcome, comrade? Private Alexei is calm, coherent, and cooperating with the interrogation. My role is only to interrogate. The verdict is up to the judiciary. But the judge is going to need you to provide the evidence.
no.
Yes, but the outcome is more up to you and your subordinates. My submission will be shaped by your narrative.
Calm down.
Fine. Rest assured, you will learn what you need to know. By the way, how is the girl? Mr. is in another room for questioning. Don't worry. We treat our trainees with care, especially since she's so young. Those who've experienced war and artillery fire can hardly be called young anymore. Personally, I agree with the sentiments, but that's a topic for another day. As you said, let's not waste time. The interrogator takes on another set of documents. Cold. The prisoner mentioned you saved a local civilian after the explosion, which led to an argument. What happened after that? What happened between Private Alexei and the auxiliary soldier Hassan, both of whom were your subordinates?
It's nothing.
Nothing much. Just an ordinary quarrel between comrades, like an everyday quarrel you might have with your wife. Honestly, you guys out here assigned so far on the front lines can sometimes get a little too, well, you know. Hearing this, the interrogator loosens his collar, revealing the scars on his neck and chest. 2 years ago, we were pulling out of the mountain pass. My squad was responsible for covering the rear and fending off pursuit. After the shooting subsided, only 2 of us survived from that valley. Myself and the officer I later carried back to base safely. That is the end of that story. The military discipline department is still waiting for our reports. We need to wrap up this case quickly, as the higher ups expect us to work efficiently. The admiral wants to tighten military discipline, and all the bases that currently have problems under oversight, the team must solve.
You should.
You should understand that a bunch of armed thugs can't be called an army unless they're firmly bound by discipline and order. This is especially important when it comes to these unusable, unstable arcanists. Strictly speaking, interrogations like this should be handled by the interrogations departments, but for the time being, we are tasked with this duty. You've been on the front lines. You should understand Zeno's current predicament better than most. We have lost too many of our comrades in the storm.
Please.
Please, continue, Lieutenant. The officer paused for a moment, then speaks again. To retrieve the lost documents hidden in the valley, we ventured deep into the mountains, searching for a target. Such was the directive from the headquarters. A month ago, we received an order to clear both sides of the mountains, to leave not a single tree standing. But no one bothered to do it. Sonny left the wilderness and followed the trail deeper into the forest. Everyone was on high alert. We spoke little. The chirping of birds filled the silence, taking me back to those long summer days in Odessa. Lilia's device guided us, but in that place, knowing direction, finding an actual path were two different things.
Wow.
My hometown doesn't have near as many trees as this, my little comrades. I'm from Ryashki. You know the place. A cold, faraway little town that has a partnership with Zeno. Maybe it was because of this connection that I was chosen as a new recruit for advanced training at the Zeno Arms Academy. You never told me, Comrade Alexei.
Hmm?
I thought you knew, sir. Didn't all of our files pass through your hands? You didn't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't pay much mind to these things, but Ryask is a nice place. I've been there before.
Oh dear.
You've actually been there?
Yes.
Indeed. The people there are united, brave and kind, forging a homeland that is both strong and splendid.
Great.
That's wonderful. Truth be told, it's been years since I've been home. In 2 months, you will be able to take your leave and return home. Rayashki is thriving now, and I'm sure your mother has been eagerly waiting for your arrival. She's always worried about me, sending letters and money, but I don't need the money. Her letters are more important. My father thinks she's overreacting. Having a son on the front lines is an honor. A mother shouldn't worry too much. All the men in our family have served. My father was also in Zeno's forces, but he retired a few years ago after returning from Prague. And my grandfather was a war hero. He earned his medals in Białystok. When talking about home and family, Alexei's face lights up with a bright smile. Your whole family's incredible, Alexei.
Of course.
Yes, and we have never compromised our principles. From my grandfather to my father, to me, and hopefully to my future son. He blushed at this point, looking a bit timid. Ah, Zeno is truly grateful for you and your father's service, Alexei.
No.
Service? No, Commander. We court allegiance. Our loyalty is eternal. Alexei is a young man of unshakable convictions, untainted by the various vices of the barracks. He is committed to change the locals' hostility toward us, because, in order for Zeno to maintain a long-term presence there, fostering good relations with the locals is essential. In the grand scheme of things, his approach is correct. Family, country, and military. He is loyal to these old-fashioned ideals, and that is precisely what he needs. In these turbulent times, comrades, a brave and loyal heart shines brighter than 1,000 suns. He's simply too young, too impetuous, and naive. Boss, we remain vigilant. The fearless Hassan was leading the way with comrades in the region. They seem to know every hill and tree in the area.
Recruiting local auxiliaries was a wise move. These amicable local allies have done much for Zeno and deserve proper recognition. There is only one path forward. You'd better be careful. Want me to take a look from the sky?
Wait.
Don't, comrade. If you fly up there and a gun is pointed at you from down here, you'll be an easy target. My people have hunted eagles in these mountains here for thousands of years. The Red 38 is no birds. Are you giving your people too much credit or doubting my ability to fly?
Listen.
Hassan is right. Don't expose yourself unnecessarily. Stay behind the group near Alexei and cover our rear. Lydia grumbles, but obeys the order and returns to the back of the group. Doesn't it seem so quiet, boss? The wind roars in the distance, sweeping through the entire valley. Hassan picks a pebble off a cliff, watching it land on the riverbed below the mountains. In the distance, a majestic mountain peak shines in all its glory, its snowy top sparkling under the blazing Juhalerat sun. The mighty Hindu Kush, where even eagles dare not fly. I'd prefer it if I had a few locals chat with. Slow down, boss. I'll take a few men ahead. You follow. Hassan gestures and calls out in the local tongue. The few locals and the auxiliary forces follow him. They were adept at mountain warfare, but they clung to their own firearms, unaccustomed to Zeno's arcane weaponry. These comrades from Juhelerat were more resilient than other soldiers, and they knew the importance of obedience. Hassan seemed well respected by them.
Why?
Why do they go to the front? I can do that too.
Because?
Because they know the terrain, and you don't. Just follow your orders, Alexei. Are we heading in that direction, little Falcon Chick? Take out your arcane trinket and give a look. About 2 kilometers to go. In a straight line? Right. It'll take about 2 hours on foot. Nothing but mountains here, and if not mountains, then trees. And if not trees, then rocks. And if not rocks, then people. Our people. Of their people. Conradilia pointed the way as Hassan cleared the path ahead. We made our way over the hill and continued on the dirt road into the mountains. After a narrow pass flanked by rock walls, the mountain trail became more winding, but ahead, we were greeted by houses and watchtowers. It was then gunfire erupted from both the front and rear of our formation.
Watch out!
All hands! Positions! Ooh, we're fighting. Okay.
Look at my back.
Oh right, Empty did this. I remember now. You see that, boss? They're wearing our uniforms. How is that possible? Quit yapping and get rid of them. All men, battle formations. Okay. Well, if we're dealing with multiple, I should focus on... Oh, they're taunting them. That's not good. Zeno card. Entering battle, gain the taunt after 3 rounds. That's a horrible skill to have. Why would you? Ah man. Okay. Let's do. Oh no, it's 3 and 3. So they'll fuse no matter what. There's multiple of them, so I should value mass attacks more. 10,000 health.
want 60%. So I'll be doing like 2,000, 3,000 at most. And if I crit, maybe 4,000? So yeah, let's just use the single attacks. See if I can get rid of at least one.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Wrong one.
Fine. Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Fine. Right.
These two are dead.
Don't blink. Right win.
Okay, what's it now? Okay. This is an unwinnable fight. We have a man down, boss. They're placing it on heavy. If this keeps up. What? Are you giving up already? Help the injured and get them out of here. Right. It's on us then.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Right win.
Oh, first attack. There's way too many enemies. Don't get caught up with them here. Alexei, Lilia, you two fall back and Alexei, Lilia, you two fall back and clear a path. There is a village up ahead. Hassan, stay with me and cover our rear. On it, boss. On it, boss. There you go. The intonation was not quite right. Gotta go up. I thought I could do 10,000 damage, but I might as well try, right?
ВДВ. Сколько побед?
Slow exhaust.
Okay, not bad.
She.
Oh, yeah, scripted. That's right.
Red 38 is about to return.
Do your best. Hold out for 3 rounds.
Hey!
Hassan! Before Hassan can react, a shot fires the eye that was aimed directly at him. Alexei's quick reflexes and exceptional marksmanship. Alexei's quick reflexes and exceptional marksmanship saved his combat just in time.
Watch out!
Watch your back, Combat Hassan!
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Alexei. Thank you. One of our comrades has been hit. Hurts so much. Ah. Mother. Hassan tries to save combat off his enemies, but his hand is too slow. The curved blade cuts to a familiar face before Hassan's eyes, revealing a jumble of red and white. It then turns downward, narrowly missing his fingers. Shoot!
Run!
Don't let their blades touch you! Don't let their blades touch you! Bring it on! Ha! Let's see what you've got. In a chaotic skirmish like this, Lilia has a clear advantage. She can fly. The enemy won't have the chance to lift their heads to see her. Her comrades will make sure of that. Oh, that's what they're all taunting. You're next! Seriously, how do more of these guys keep popping up?
Hurry up!
Lilia, push forward and clear the way. We're hitting the village ahead. Alexei, go cover on the grounds. There are a few taking aim at her.
Copy that!
Roger that! At the commander's signal, Alexei and Lilia lead the way, with the rest following closely behind. Hassan and Berthold in the rear, ready to provide cover. Comrade Lilia's heroism saved the ambush, but the battle was incredibly grueling in narrow terrain. Even through daggers and sabers, the fierce warriors of old who fought alongside the Shah, engaging the enemy in close combat. To force the situation, we had to retreat forward, fighting as we went, and sadly leaving some of our comrades behind. Wait, Commander! Brother, friend! Please! Don't leave us behind! Hassan! Hassan! Boss, should we? Hassan looked at me. I know he didn't want to leave those men behind. I also knew he didn't want them to fall into enemy hands alive. Spread of gunfire fills the air, while a painful silence hangs between Hassan and Herzog.
No one.
There are simply too many of them. We were unable to reach our comrades who were too far behind, and even if we could, they wouldn't have made it home alive. Sometimes war forces you to do things you have no say over. Because you simply have no other options. Do it, Hassan.
I see.
Understood. Throwing a bomb? Sometimes, that last bullet we save for ourselves might come from our comrades. The wounded captives, especially those under Hassan, would have been seen as titers and faced a cruel fate. The enemy caught up to us behind, their guns aimed at us for a final attack. Hassan and I shot back. The numbers were overwhelming, and they kept firing until they trudged over the bodies of their own dead comrades. The natives of Juhelerat were exceptional marksmen. They don't ask which animal to shoot, just which eye you want them to hit. Fortunately, Comrade Lilia returned just in time to plant the bomb, stopping the enemy's pursuit with shattered rocks. The rubble buried both our fallen soldiers and theirs. Lilia takes off her goggles and lands on the ground as her broom's flame goes out. I hope I'm not too late. The timing could not have been better. The boss and I would have been finished. Thank you, comrades.
How is it going?
They won't catch up for good for a while. What's the situation ahead? There is a village. Deserted. Everyone fled. Understandable. Understandable. Who wouldn't run at the sound of gunfire? There's a couple houses that nobody's lived in for a while. Something happened here not long ago. Not surprising for a place like this. And Alexei and the others? They've cleared the room and are treating the wounded.
Nice.
Good. Let's head there. There was a watchtower in the village, but it was unclear who built it for defense. Bullet holes riddled the walls, evidence of a past battle. Painful screams came from the houses, sounds I knew well. The halls of military hospitals, on makeshift operating tables. Comrade Delia seemed a bit unsettled, but she will get used to the experiences in time. Don't move, comrades. It'll be over soon. That hurts a little, but you're a man, aren't you? So, bear with it. How's it looking, Alexei?
I'm sorry.
Not great. We've lost 5 men. 3 soldiers seriously injured, and the rest have a range of other wounds. We're running out of bandages and medicine. We can tear up clothes with bandages, but the blood will seep through. And we are almost out of hemostatic agents. Alexei's guilt-burdened eyes look away. He is now paying for his earlier kindness. The first aid kit is almost empty. The table is littered with stained bandages and disinfecting tools.
Now?
We need to call for reinforcements. Until they arrive, waiting here is the best course. And what about the comrades you're supposed to rescue in this mission? Do we have time to look for them, sir? The officer is troubled, wrestling with dilemma at hand.
That's right.
Comrade Delia is right. We can't just leave the wounded here. If they continue to lose blood, Alexei will stay here to tend to the wounded. Hassan will take a few who can still move to guard the watchtower. And come, Lilia. Let's talk. There's the two of us. Okay. So, we're gonna take a quick break here. Ad's about to start, so I'm gonna let it run. And I'm gonna drink water and probably refill my water too. So we'll be back in like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, give or take. See you soon. You can ring my bell,